Alright, welcome to another day of Ether Raids. We're taking on a Japanese player here, and we're gonna go right into this one with the Ursula team again. I haven't changed the configuration, and I really should. I feel like this team is lacking something. It's lacking in action. But I don't know who I'd replace, because Crom is really vital to how the team performs. And then also, Ephraim is good because he's an axe cav. So it's good to have the balance between axe, lance, sword, blah blah blah, weapon triangle. So, and also he moves 4 spaces, so it works out in Crom's favor to have that. I mean, if I was going to swap anyone out, it would probably be for the new dual Shriner, but I don't feel like pulling on that banner, so I'm probably gonna skip that. This defense is actually super challenging in terms of just what I'm trying to do. I mean, if you probably went at this with a far save, you'd probably get out pretty easily, but I didn't bring any far saves this season, so yeah. So ultimately what I'm going to try to do is break this middle structure, go up, kill Loki, and then figure it out from there. But the problem is Loki's gravity is preventing me from going into that middle lane, and I don't have anyone that can out-res her, or the unit that I want to initiate with can out-res her. So I got to figure out some other way to get Ursula over into that middle lane, which is why reposition is going to probably be the idea. So reposition and then have her attack, but then I don't know if I'm going to be able to get out successfully. I think I should be able to with the cancel one from her B skill, from the trace, but we'll see how that pans out. I think I lost the. I'm trying to redo the configuration because I was losing the +1 movement from Ephraim, and I actually need that because of Loki's weapon effects. Is it her weapon or C skill, whichever, one of the two? But I actually needed it, so this configuration is the best since Triandra doesn't have anything that I'm going to be using aside from her dance. I'm using a dance instead of a reposition, which kind of sucks because
to where?
The dance probably or might end up being or would have been more useful eventually, I guess. Now you can see that the enemy's range here is going to extend all the way down to the back line, which is why I used Baby Goldberg to lock Dual Igrin. The range extension is all the way back here, which is a really nice trap, a really neat trap. If you don't realize that they're going to be able to pass the terrain through the forest, then you probably get sniped because of that. But yeah, really nice trap there in terms of just a defense layout for Chaos Season in particular. The downside is that there's only one type of save, which is what we're trying to exploit, or what I'm trying to exploit, but it's very difficult to get in. And I guess it works kind of like a cav line. This is actually a hybrid, but you don't have the middle row to work with in terms of if you had a unit that could tank, you'd probably be safe in the middle row a little bit.
I'll handle this. Are you ready?
Or you'd have a free space in the middle row since Loki isn't going to reach. But the downside for what I'm trying to do is that
On our way.
Ursula would have been locked down with gravity. The gravity is actually really annoying, but I still think she needed odd or even recovery in her weapon to make her actually good for a defensive unit. And also Pierce in her weapon for herself would have made her a lot better. But this is the play. Now I should get cancel 1 out of this, which would then allow me to retreat successfully. And from there, I should be good to get through this map. Let's see here. Oh.
Your orders?
It's not guaranteed? I thought that was guaranteed cancel 1. Well, that sucks. Because my whole plan was to cancel back and then reposition with Crom, or to change fate with Crom, but that kind of throws everything off. Because I think I'll still end up in range if Ursula and Nurgle.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I won't be able to get far enough away. Yeah, that's Ursula's range. At least the enemy's Ursula. And to change fate is only going to move me back one space, like so. And there's no way for me to avoid getting hit. I'm not surviving the AoE. So yeah, this is a loss here. I'm just trying to see if I can wiggle my way out of this somehow, but it doesn't look that way.
Your orders?
And Crom doesn't get like Gale Force off the combat against Edelgard. So yeah, we are
I'll handle this.
out of luck here.
Message received.
And we would have probably gotten a lot down on Nurgle, but Ursula would kill Ursula. So
Your orders?
no dice. If I was at least getting Gale Force here, then maybe I could figure it. Nah. Well, yeah. I could probably go back
I'll
down.
handle this.
1, 2. Nah, I'd be done either way. Yeah, this is a loss here, man. I messed this one up.
Your orders?
Or maybe I didn't even have a chance to begin with. Looking at the decisions that I made or the strategy that I chose, it probably wouldn't have worked anyway. Yeah.
Message received.
Should have done something else. But I don't think I had any other teams that could work against this, unless I Marth maybe. But Marth would have lost because of Tina. So yeah. GG's. Let's try again. Okay. Yeah, I'm playing really bad this week. This is communication, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna try the Ursula team once more. Yeah, I feel like this team would really benefit from having that dual Sharena on here, but again, not pulling for dual Sharena. We're just gonna have to deal with it. Yeah. Even though I kind of want that A-skill fodder just for my my Hana, but it's not worth it. Not worth the orbs. I'm still trying to get another copy of Nurgle to do stuff, but it is what it is, man. So this play here, we're gonna try to use the AoE to take out someone. I think I forgot to put the Marth ring on Ursula, actually, so that she can get. Oh no, it's on Ephraim. That's unfortunate. All right, never mind. Because what if she doesn't get her Gale Force pre-charged? She gets it on turn 2, or am I wrong? I don't know. I don't remember. Did she get a pre-charge last? Well, no, I went on turn 2 in the last match. So yeah, there's that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she gets it on turn 2. Yep, turn 2. But it should be fine either way. I think we should be able to take out the score nonetheless. It's just
I'll handle this.
what my matchups will be like afterwards. I think I should be good once I'm able to lock down Golvig here to force the dance from Azura, because I don't want her dancing anyone else. These two spaces here are going to be threatened by Brave Seliph and Legendary Sigurd. So we gotta go on turn 1 for the strategy that I have in mind. Maybe, well, no. For the strategy that I'm doing, I gotta go on turn 1 to get the maximum usage out of the space that's available. I think I'm gonna have to use my dance here on Ursula just to get her in range, because I'm only getting to the trap here, which is not where I need to be to attack. I think giving her Fatal Smoke was a good decision. Although I wish it was Fatal Smoke 4, but I mean, you use what you got. I do have one more copy of Fatal Smoke 4, but it's on Summer Freya, and that art is too good for me to fodder. So I'm going to keep that one in the barracks. Hopefully she gets a good refine, although beast unit, so I doubt it'll be anything good. It'll just be like special acceleration or something. Nothing too crazy. They're not going to go crazy on that refine, I don't think. But my god, that art is fantastic. Some of Kiboon's best work. So yeah, I'm definitely keeping that one around for the art. We'll get Fatal Smoke 4 on some other unit down the line, or maybe eventually it won't even matter. I was playing a lot of Pawns Loki, and it came in a little bit useful, but not really. The unit that was actually the most useful in this run of Pawns Loki was Nurgle. Nurgle was such a big boon with the Essence Drain and then the plus 10 healing on, after combat. That was really, really helpful in just being able to get through some of the maps. Even though I wasn't able to make it to tier 11, unfortunately, which has been a goal of mine for Pawns Loki for so long, but I'll get there eventually. I'm not doing the best in terms of the HP stuff. I think that you need to do that to make the best out of your score. I don't know. I actually don't understand completely how the scoring system works in Pawns Loki, but I just go in with my strongest units and I win the matchups. That's pretty much what I do. But I think that you need full health for a lot of it, and I try. And Nurgle has been a big part of making that work out. So there's that as well. But I just try to get lucky, man. I do what I do. And I thought I had a good score too, but in the last couple hours, or earlier in the day actually, the people who played late started playing, and I got pushed out of tier 11. So I spent the entire day, and I was so tired. I spent the entire day just trying to get back into tier 11, even just by one margin, and I tried up until just reset just now, and I just couldn't get a higher score. I finished with 97,000 or 9,700, and I don't know, man. What I normally do is that I play super early.
I'll handle this.
So that I get a good score, and then I see where I need to go, if I can make it up at the end. But so far that strategy is not working because, again, the HP requirements and stuff, and then the combinations, I don't even understand it, man. I don't even know how I got the 9,700 to begin with. It just happened because I could never get anywhere close to that much in any of the runs that I did afterwards. So yeah, that's what I mean when I say I just hope that I get lucky. If you ran into Emblem Ike in Pawns Loki, your run was pretty much over unless you had some type of scowl effect. Well, the things that I found were scowl effects from not even Vale, but Winter Marth. He has a hard time killing Winter Marth. Scowl effects from Lumera. Either Lumera works fine, and then he did poorly against Myr, and Tiki, Bridal Tiki with Scowl if you had it equipped, and then sometimes he would die to Winter Edelgard with Armored Blaze, which was the craziest thing, because he'd hit into the Armored Blaze because unpierceable DR, of course. But then Edelgard would just one-shot him, which is crazy. Or he'd die in 2 rounds of combat because he didn't heal enough back. So that happened. And then he lost to AoEs, of course. Even though I was thinking that there's no way the AoEs would hit hard enough, but they do. Because if you're thinking if he's at level 55, which is kind of where you get to in Pawns Loki, he would just automatically live, but no, it doesn't work like that. So yeah, that's kind of what happened. But then there's also the other side that if you run into him, you needed a counter, so I was using Winter Marth, Winter Byleth, as I said, Winter Byleth. and Ursula. That's pretty much it. Those were the only two options I had. Or I just use my own Ike because it means that at least that lane I'd have someone alive in that lane, and then we could figure it out from there in terms of like score.
Let me dive
But yeah, it's pretty tough, man. It was. I don't think like I feel like some units should be banned from Ponzaloki, and I should definitely be one of them. He made it so toxic. In the game mode that wasn't even toxic to begin with, he made it so much harder. This is the second time I think we've had Ponzaloki with him being available, and it was just as hard as it was the first time. But yeah, didn't make it. We'll see how it goes the next go around. I think we should have some more units that should be able to take him out by then. Aside from that, this ended up being a lot less of an issue than I expected it to be. I still need that guaranteed no follow up on Crom from that flow B skill that the other unit has, but GG's.